we're getting set for tip-off. Bedford in the home whites. They're going to travel right to left on your radio dial. Nashua will be traveling left to right. Amanda Jonas to jump for Bedford. Kirsten McIntyre to jump for Nashua South. And here we go in this quarterfinal matchup. Tip-off goes to Emma Rosenbaum for Bedford. She gets it to Jonas. Now Sophia Mompini for three. She misses. Rebound to McIntyre for Nashua South. They push it up the floor. Pass ahead goes out of bounds into that student section for Bedford. That pass was intended for Catherine Covert, but it went too far. So first turnover here as we get started.
Yeah, Mompini was feeling it early. Thought she'd try from deep range.
Well, in Bedford's opener in the playoffs, she had 11 points in the first quarter. So she's feeling the good vibes here in the postseason.
There you go.
Nashua South starts off in a man-to-man defense. Allie Morgan directing the troops for the Bulldogs. Dribbling at the top of the key. She heaves a three, just short. Rebound goes to McIntyre again.
That was a little bit of an awkward offensive set. There's a lot of standing around there and then a pull from deep. I mean, obviously it was an open shot, but not a lot of movement there.
Both teams just sort of feeling each other out so far. Bedford also playing man-to-man defense. Crossover by Ariana Murray. She goes with the left off the glass, misses. Isabella King comes away with the rebound. She pushes it up the left side. Allie Morgan drives to the basket, misses the layup. She gets the rebound, though, after a tip to the other side. Bounce pass to Jonas, and she scores off the glass. Bedford's on the board first, 2-0 Bulldogs.
Yeah, crafty move back to her right hand by Amanda Jonas, but it was all set up by a great entry pass by Allie Morgan. A little backhand bounce pass down to Jonas.
Covert guarded by Mompini, and she's fouled on the pass. Mompini got her hand stuck in the cookie jar there. And she's charged with the first foul tonight.
I didn't really see much there, but Stripes disagreed, I guess.
Juliana Martin inbounds it to Covert. Now Obanello has it on the right wing, guarded by Isabella King. Swing pass to Murray for three on the left wing, short. Rebound to Isabella King. She pushes it up the middle. She's got an opening. She gets to the basket, misses. Mompini with the offensive rebound. Her putback is good right in the middle of the paint, and it's 4-0 Bulldogs.
Way to stick with it, Sophia. Got the offensive board, a little pivot back to her right hand.
Ariana Murray starts the offense with a bounce pass to Obanello. McIntyre working towards the right block. Blocked by Jonas. Looked pretty clean up top, but they've called her for the foul. And Kirsten McIntyre will go to the line for two.
As you mentioned, a little bit of a feeling out process here early in the game. You have to understand what the other teams are doing, but you also have to figure out what the refs are going to do and what kinds of fouls they're going to call along the way.
That is certainly part of the game, and it changes from game to game. McIntyre misses the first. And Nashua South still looking to get on the scoreboard here. Early in the first quarter, McIntyre misses again. King tips the rebound to herself. And Morgan crosses half court. Rosenbaum from the left corner. Three is short. Fight for the rebound goes to Nashua South. It's Covert. She picks up her dribble. Gets it to Martin. Now Obanello in the post. Can't get the roll. And the ball bounces out off of Nashua South. It'll be Bedford ball. 5:32 to go in the first quarter. Bulldogs with the early 4-0 lead.
Good pass there, good entry pass to Obanello. I think it was Juliana Martin with that. Found her streaking down the block. Unfortunately, Obanello couldn't finish.
Allie Morgan drives to the left, now kicks it back out to King. Jonas up top for three, count it. And Jonas quickly has 5 of Bedford's 7 as the Bulldogs lead it 7-0.
No hesitation there either. Saw the open shot. Could have been a drawn-up play too, right? To get Amanda Jonas open up at the top of the key, and she's able to convert.
Murray has it in the right corner for Nashua South. Picks up her dribble. Pass back to the perimeter is deflected out by Mompini.
Good defense there by Emma Rosenbaum too. Good footwork along the baseline. Held her position, shut off any drive.
Juliana Martin to inbound it. She gets it to the right corner. That's Ariana Murray. Nashua South's primary ball handler. She drives to her left, pass out to the perimeter, gets to Covert. She sends it back to Murray. Now the short shot attempt misses. Players on the floor fighting for the rebound. It's going to be a jump ball. Isabella King and Kirsten McIntyre went to the floor for that one. Nashua South will inbound it.
Coach Krzyzewski would be proud right there. Bodies flying all over the floor, hustling. It's playoffs, man. You have to have that.
Inbound to McIntyre, gets lost. Jonas picks it up, gets it to Morgan. Pass over to Isabella King in the right corner. Her short jumper misses. Nashua South comes away with it. Covert pushes up the right side.
Good block.
Reverse layup attempt is blocked by Isabella King. It goes out of bounds. It'll be Nashua South ball.
That fired up the crowd. They like to see that defense getting the paw out there and preventing that shot.
Nashua South gets it in. Far corner, it's a three-pointer and it's good. Juliana Martin gets Nashua South on the board. It's 7-3 Bulldogs.
Again, that looked like a set play out of the inbound pass from down low.
Mumpini from the top of the key, misses to the right. And Nashua South comes up with it. Now Ariana Murray dribbling in space, sends it to the far corner. It's a three from Covert, misses. Amanda Jonas comes up with another rebound. Now Allie Morgan pushes over half court. Short little pull-up in the paint, misses. And that's going to be a foul on Allie Morgan in the rebounding action. Her first and the third on Bedford.
Press the break, press the action, came up about halfway down the key. Tried to get the pull-up there, it was a little strong. And probably out of frustration, chased down that ball and got the loose ball foul for Allie Morgan.
Ella Karavanich checks in for Obanello for Nashua South. Murray starts the offense again. Skip pass to Covert. Now they get it in the post to McIntyre. Spin move to her left. Short turnaround is good. And Nashua South has scored 5 straight. Bedford leads it 7-5. Allie Morgan calls the thumbs up play. Dribbling to her left on the left wing. Now back to the top of the key. Picks up her dribble. Turnaround, fall away, short. Rebound Nashua South.
Tough shot.
Ariana Murray sends it to the far corner. Juliana Martin. Short shot misses. Another foul in the rebounding action.
Ticky-tack. Kirsten McIntyre will pick up a cheap one there. Didn't look like much of a foul coming over the top of Emma Rosenbaum. Got her hand on the ball, but she'll get called for the foul.
That was McIntyre's first and the first team foul on Nashua South. Meanwhile, Coach Gibbs has called timeout for Bedford. And Corey, I agree with you. Officials are calling a tight whistle here, and that's one thing you need to adjust to. So I imagine Coach Gibbs is chatting that over with the girls.
You're absolutely right. I mean, last night you saw a little bit of a physical style play with the boys teams, and you certainly have different referees tonight and different style of play that they're promoting. So a couple early ticky-tack fouls. Bedford already has 3 team fouls. You know, certainly we're getting through the first quarter here, but let's keep an eye on that.
2:47 to go in the first quarter. We're set to resume action. Emma Rosenbaum gets it to Morgan, and she walks it up. 2 Bedford forwards on the elbows. Now Morgan gets it to King for 3. Count it! That play out of the timeout worked pretty well. Isabella King on the board, and it's 10-5 Bedford.
Got a fledgling Brad Stevens over here with this after timeout play.
That one worked quite smoothly. Nashua South works it around the perimeter. Now they get it into Covert. Short jumper misses. Allie Morgan gets the rebound. Stutter steps. Skips it over to Isabella King for 3. Just missed. Looked good. Jonas with the offensive rebound. Morgan resets. Looks for King. Guarded closely there by Juliana Martin. Now Emma Rosenbaum has it on the right wing. She dribbles to her left. Jonas for 3 from the left wing.
Got it.
That's good. Jonas 2 for 2 from deep. And Bedford leads 13-5.
Good for her.
Quick 8 points for Amanda Jonas. Nashua South gets it into the post on the left block. Turnaround there, missed by Martin. And Allie Morgan is fouled.
It's another soft call. I mean, there was a bump there, but you might see a no call.
That one goes against Juliana Martin, her first. And Bedford set to inbound on the near side at half court. Jonas passes ahead to Isabella King. She gets a layup. Breakdown defensively there for Nashua South. Bedford leads at 15-5.
Another out of bounds play. It wasn't after a timeout, but certainly worked for the Bulldogs as Isabella King scores her 5th point.
Meanwhile, Morgan steals the pass from Covert and brings it over half court. Mumpini from the left corner. Her 3 is off the back iron, but Emma Rosenbaum gets the offensive rebound. Now Allie Morgan works up top, uses the pick from Mumpini. Now passes to Mumpini in the paint, but it's deflected, and Juliana Martin comes up with it.
You know, Nashua South had done a really good job blocking out there, but the ball fell to the floor and it led to a Bedford offensive rebound.
35 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Bedford up 15-5. Martin has it on the right wing. Pass across to Covert. Jumper misses, but Nashua South comes up with it. Now Martin for 3. McIntyre offensive rebound and putback. That one's good. And it's 15-7. 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Morgan has it at half court. She calls for the screen. Here comes Jonas. Morgan goes the other way, gets into the paint, misses the layup, and a heave at the buzzer from Martin is short. So after 8 minutes of action, Bedford leads Nashua South 15-7.
Great move by Allie Morgan, slicing through the lane there, got to the left side of the basket, tried that reverse English off the glass, but couldn't finish there. Would have been a nice way to end the first quarter, but they'll still carry an 8-point lead into the first break.
Yeah, we had some fun offensive plays there for Bedford. They've shown here in recent games that they can beat you from a lot of different angles, a lot of different ways. Jonas wasn't called upon to score too much in that first round game, but she scored 8 there in the first quarter with 2 confident-looking threes. And Isabella King added 5. All of her points coming off those out-of-bounds plays. And Mumpini with the other bucket for Bedford. Meanwhile, Nashua South got scoring just from 2 players. Kirsten McIntyre with 4 points, and Juliana Martin hit the 3. So that's how we got to 15-7. Stands here filling up steadily.
Telling you, it's a New York crowd tonight. Flowing in, they'll get to their seats by halftime.
A lot of them probably went to the hockey game, went home to regroup, and now they're back for more action.
Must be Yankee fans getting there, like, you know, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Here we are underway again in the second quarter.
Oh, now Nashua South comes out in what looks to be a zone defense. They were in a 3-2. Now they kind of bounced to a 2-3. Yeah, it looks like a 3-2.
King gets it in the paint, scores off the glass. Nice pass from Emma Rosenbaum. And Isabella King has 7. And the lead is 10 for Bedford here early in the second quarter. Covert has it in the right corner for Nashua South. Gets it into the paint to Martin. Lefty shot misses. And Isabella King comes up with it. Now Morgan crosses half court, gets into the paint, kicks it to Rosenbaum in the right corner. Just misses long. And here come the Purple Panthers. Ariana Murray runs the show. She gets into the paint, misses with the left. McIntyre misses on the putback attempt. Jonas snags another rebound. Morgan again, dribbling in space. Again to Rosenbaum in the right corner. She drives this time. Scoop shot is short. And it's going to be a jump ball as Safia Mumpini got in there and tied up Kirsten McIntyre.
Good hustle by Safia Mumpini. Stayed with it, tried to get that offensive board, and got the tie up instead. So unfortunately, the possession arrow goes to Nashua South, and they'll take it out from their own end.
Obanello checks back in for Nashua South, and we see Camille Michon as well. On the Bedford side, Sydney Grogan checks in to replace Mumpini. Now Obanello has it for Nashua South. Gets it to the corner to Michon, guarded closely by Grogan. She is a tough defender, and she takes it away. And it looks like after the steal, she hit the sideline. So it'll go back to Nashua South.
Those are the hustle plays she's known for. She's a tremendous athlete on courts and fields and in the pool. And that awareness, that athletic awareness is leading her to playing time here in her freshman year. Great job by Sydney Grogan.
Catherine Pennick checks in for Rosenbaum, and she's guarding Obanello, who shoots in the paint but misses, and Pennick comes up with the rebound. Gets it to point guard Allie Morgan. She passes ahead to Isabella King on the left wing, who gets it to Jonas. Mid-range jumper is good, and Jonas is quickly in double figures. 19-7 Bedford. 6:10 to play here in the first half as Juliana Martin works it into the paint, finds McIntyre on the right block. Spin move. She called for the travel.
Jeez, I'm not sure I saw that travel. I saw some nifty footwork under there by number 20, Kirsten McIntyre.
Looked like a clean spin move to me as well. But
went to her left hand. The senior made a good post move there, and Stripes saw something different than you and I.
Morgan walks it up, gets it to Grogan on the right wing. Now Morgan in the right corner. Looking for options. Now she finds King in the paint, and there's a foul there. A hold is called on Nashua South. That one was Camille Michon. Her first, third team foul for Nashua South.
I keep harping on this, but I sure didn't see anything either. I was watching that matchup pretty closely too, and it looked like she was just trying to be physical with Isabella King through the lane.
That's an approach that makes sense against the high-scoring King. Morgan directing traffic from the top of the key. Finds Pennick on the left wing. Back to Morgan. She drives left, behind the back. Now into the paint. Runner with the right, off the back iron. McIntyre rebounds for Nashua South. And she gets it to Ariana Murray. 5:10 to go here in the first half of this quarterfinal matchup. Bedford leading 19-7. As Murray hands it off to Martin. Now Obanello. Watched by Pennick. Spin move. Now she kicks it back out to Karavanic. Now Martin drives. Pull up at the free throw line, misses. King tries to tiptoe the baseline, but steps out of bounds, attempting to secure that rebound.
And Nashua South really struggling to score the ball, as evidenced by those only 7 points. Not really getting clear looks at the basket, as the Bedford Bulldog defense is doing quite well.
Murray has it in the left corner, gets it to Obanello, and she's able to score in the paint. So Nashua South gets their first bucket of the second quarter, and it's 19-9 here with 4:30 to go in the first half. Jonas for another three from the left corner. Of course she made it. She doesn't miss tonight. Her third three. She's got 13 points, and Nashua South has to call timeout.
Boom! The senior. 3 of them. Lights out tonight. Love to see it.
Jonas outscoring Nashua South by herself so far with 13. An offensive explosion for the senior. In what's been a low-scoring game, she has stood out.
She's pulling that trigger with a lot of confidence too, and that's, you know, what a shooter needs to do from long range. I think you might know a little something about that.
I think you do as well.
but you know, if there's any kind of hesitation, it's going to throw off the rhythm. And Jonas is squaring up, making a nice pivot, stepping into her shot, and the rotation looks really smooth tonight for her. So good job, good start. There's still half of the second quarter left, so 13 points in you know, only a quarter and a half of play for Amanda Jonas has set the Bedford Bulldogs on the right path tonight.
Murray starts the offense for Nashua South, getting it to Martin on the right wing. She's working against Grogan. She spins.
Geez, that looks like a moving pick to me.
And
I
that
think
one
that's what
was
they're gonna
called.
call.
It was Obanello
Yep.
trying to free up Juliana Martin from that tough Grogan defense. That's Obanello's fourth team foul on Nashua South.
I think that's the first one I've actually agreed with.
Halfway through the second quarter, Morgan walks it over half court, gets it to King in the left corner. She picks up her dribble. Grogan up top, Pennick on the right wing. Jonas in the right corner. Skip pass to King at the left elbow. Now Grogan, and she's called for the travel as she looked to get into the paint. Nashua South now down 12.
That offensive set seemed like the Bulldogs had a little more spring in their step, a little more urgency with that basketball. Led to a travel, unfortunately, but the motion seemed like it was a little more fluid there.
Kirsten McIntyre back in the game for Nashua South. Juliana Martin drives, gets it to McIntyre for three.
Got
Yes!
it.
Fresh in off the bench, McIntyre scores. She leads Nashua South with 7, and that cuts the lead to 9, 21-12.
Speaking of shooting from long range with confidence, good for McIntyre.
Morgan tries to get it into the post to King. It's tipped away.
Tough entry pass there.
Nashua South pushes up the left side. It's Ariana Murray. Bounce pass to Obanello, and it goes out of bounds. Tough angle there. They couldn't connect.
And so they swap turnovers there on challenging entry passes.
Bedford up by 9 here. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Looking to get to the semifinals next Thursday against the winner of BG and Concord. BG the number 1 seed. Bedford the number 4 seed. Nashua South number 12. We mentioned their upset victory over Central to get here. Central was the 5 seed. Morgan picks up her dribble, gets it to Jonas. Now Grogan gets it back to Morgan. 2.5 to play here in the first half. Morgan dribbles to her right, gets it to Pennick for 3.
Got it.
That one's good. The forwards for Bedford are hot from deep. It's 23-12 Bedford. McIntyre picks up her dribble, gets it to Martin. Now back to McIntyre, give and go. She misses, doesn't get the roll, and Pennick has the rebound. Morgan gets it over half court, 2 minutes to go in the first half. And big collision there as Morgan was driving to the hole. No signal yet from the referee, and now we get the call. It's a blocking foul on Juliana. Check that, Ariana Murray, her first. 5th team foul.
I think that was Juliana Martin there, number 15.
Okay, you're right. Check that.
Her
That
second
is her
foul,
second foul, thank you.
No worries.
Bedford has it up top. Now Morgan on the right wing. Crossover dribble, and she's fouled again and goes down hard. That foul on Catherine Covert, her first, 6th team foul, so Bedford will have it out under the basket. Morgan with the honor, she gets it to King in the right corner. Now Pennick on the right wing. Morgan in the right corner, up fake, drives, fouled again on the baseline. So finally, after these big collisions, Morgan's going to get a chance to go to the line.
1-1, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna draw, what, just looked like 3 foul calls right there in a row on the Nashua South Panthers. And Morgan was really pressing the action there. So, you know, taking a little offensive initiative, driving the ball strong and drawing those fouls. So she'll be rewarded with a 1-on-1 situation.
Morgan coming off a 23-point performance in the first round playoff game. Yet to score tonight. But she's good on the first free throw. Bedford now up by 12, 24-12. 1:40 to play here in the first half as Morgan eyes the second one. That one's up and good as well, so 2 for 2 for the senior point guard. Bedford leads at 25-12. Just over a minute and a half to go. Ariana Murray guarded by Morgan. Now Karavanich has it, watched by Rosenbaum. McIntyre lobs it into Obanello, working the baseline. Now they swing it back up top to Murray. Now it's in the left corner with Michon. Back to Murray. Her three is long. And Morgan has it. Now King on the right wing. She drives into the paint. Ball deflected, but she gets it back and scores. Isabella King has 9 points, and Bedford extends its lead to 15 with just under a minute to go here in the first half.
She tried to dump it to one of her teammates underneath. I didn't see who it was, but the ball got deflected right back to her.
Meanwhile, Obanello scores on a nice post pass. She scores with her left, and it's 27-14 Bedford.
They're going with size. Nashua South went with size down low, so they're trying to post up Isabella King, really body her.
And they bodied her there again as she was trying to get open on the wing. Foul is called. And that one is Ariana Murray. Her first. That's the 8th team foul now. So Isabella King at the line for a 1-and-1. And her first shot is good. She's in double figures now with 10. Looking to push the lead to 15 here before halftime. That one just long. But Emma Rosenbaum comes up with the offensive rebound. Dribbles it back out. Morgan penetrates. Back to Rosenbaum. Now Morgan again. Crossover dribble. Driving the left baseline. Bounce pass to Jonas. She scores. And Bedford's up by 16. Just 10 seconds to go here in the first half.
Great look by Allie Morgan. Drove baseline, passed one player, drew the second player.
And
great dish down low to Amanda Jonas to set up a 16-point lead at halftime as Nashua South can't convert on the other end.
Yeah, that was Michon with that shot attempt right at the buzzer. And what an impressive performance by Amanda Jonas for Bedford. Leading the way with 15, the offensive star for the Bulldogs here in this quarterfinal game. We'll go over the first half stats here in terms of scoring. Jonas had 3 3-pointers on her way to those 15 points. Isabella King also in double figures already with 10. Allie Morgan with 2, Mumpini with 2, and Pennick with 2. On the Nashua South side, Kirsten McIntyre led the way with 7. Obanello had 4, and Juliana Martin had 3. So, Corey, Bedford's got to be feeling good here going into halftime.
I would say absolutely, especially on the defensive end. They've only given up 14 points down there. Nashua South's gotten some decent looks at it down in the paint, a couple of 3-point balls that haven't fallen for them, but holding the team to only 14 points at halftime, that's a strong defensive performance that Coach Gibbs has to be really pleased with.
Absolutely. So we'll take a break here and get started for second half action in about 10 minutes. Thank you for joining us here on BCTV and Bedford 105.1. Second half action to come. Welcome back to Bedford High School here on BCTV and Bedford 105.1. Andrew Hansen alongside Corey Munster-Tiger as we get set for second half action of this quarterfinal matchup. Bedford leading 30-14 at the half. And Corey, we were able to clarify some scoring issues there with the scoring totals in the first half.
Yeah, we were excited about Amanda Jonas's 3 3-pointers. It was actually only 2 3-pointers. One of them, she must have had her foot on the line, so she ended the half with 14 points, as well as Catherine Penix, which again from our high above courtside seats, looked to us to be a 3-pointer, was only a 2-pointer. So that led to the 30 first half points for the Bulldogs. We had the South Panthers 14 points correct, and here we are with a 16-point Bedford lead.
That's right, 30-14. Interesting that both quarters went 15-7 Bedford. And as we get set for the second half action, we want to welcome in our listeners again on Nashua ETV 99, viewers and listeners. Bedford going to go left to right here in the second half, wearing the home whites. And Emma Rosenbaum inbounds it to Allie Morgan, and we're underway. A trip to the semifinals next Thursday on the line here. And Bedford again starts out with a slow offensive possession, just gauging the defense. Now they start their motion. Isabella King drives, gets it to Jonas in the corner. Now Morgan drives on the left wing. Handoff to Jonas. Mid-range jumper misses.
Ooh.
And Rosenbaum dives for the rebound, tips it out of bounds.
Looked like she got her feet tangled up underneath there and tripped. I'm not sure it was a dive on purpose, but deflected it out of bounds, and it'll go to Nashua South.
Ariana Murray directing traffic for the Purple Panthers. Over in the right corner, she picks up her dribble. Pass back to Obanello, goes into the backcourt. That'll be an over and back.
And pressure defense leads to the turnover.
7:16 to go here. Slow start to this third quarter. Morgan calls out another play. Sends it to Mumpini on the left wing. Back to Morgan, left corner. She's fouled there. That one's going to be on Juliana Martin, her third foul. Bedford was able to get into the bonus in the first half, so we could see some foul trouble for some of these Purple Panthers.
Yeah, Juliana Martin, that, like you said, her third. Covert has 2, but the rest have been scattered around to individual fouls for different players.
Isabella King has it on the right wing. Spins in the paint, goes with the left and scores through
Crafty.
contact. Nice bucket there for Isabella King. She's got 12. And there's a violation as Nashua South trying to inbound it.
Hustle play by Allie Morgan. She made that out of bounds pass a little bit hard. The inbounder stepped over the line, so it's going to be Bedford Bulldogs basketball. But back to King's deuce. That was a really nice move. Little shimmy shake. Thought she would go back right, but went to her left. As Allie Morgan gets a little out of control, thought she was getting fouled and throws up a prayer. So Nashua South comes down to their offensive end.
3 from the left wing, just misses. That was Juliana Martin. Isabella King pushes with the rebound. Up to Mumpini. Her layup is short, but she gets the rebound. Now Jonas has it on the right wing. Morgan up top. Dribbles through the legs. Over to King on the left wing. Morgan sets a pick for her. Now King sends it back to Morgan on the baseline. Guarded closely there. Scoop shot by Allie Morgan is good. Her first bucket. She's got 4 points, and Bedford leads by 20, 34-14.
Crafty play by the senior and a great steal by Isabella King.
Pass ahead to Mumpini. Tried to give it back to King, but it's stolen. Here comes Ariana Murray. Now she pulls it out. Looking for the pick from Obanello. She uses it. Watched closely by Rosenbaum. Now McIntyre has it on the right wing. She drives into the paint. Bounce pass, eventually over to the left wing, and it's a 3 for Ariana Murray. It's good. Her first points are big, as it's the first points for Nashua South here in the third quarter.
Really nice ball movement by the Panthers on that possession. Got the drive, drew the double, kicked it back out, and Ariana Murray buries the 3.
Mumpini from the right corner misses, but King has the offensive rebound. Her shot is blocked by McIntyre. Murray pushes up the left side to Martin. Now McIntyre out near half court. Bedford leading by 17 here early in the third quarter. McIntyre gets it back to Covert. Now McIntyre again.
A lot of standing around for the Nashua South Panthers. Need to look for some motion here.
Murray in the paint, misses the turnaround. Emma Rosenbaum rebounds it. And Allie Morgan pushes it. A little floater, misses in the paint, but Rosenbaum another offensive rebound. Called for the travel. Looked to me like it may have been a jump ball, but traveling is the call. And Nashua South quickly inbounds it.
Great hustle by the senior captain, Emma Rosenbaum, there to get that offensive board. Shuffled her feet a little bit. I'm not sure I saw the travel, but we'll give it to her.
Nashua South looking for anything, but it's a bounce pass stolen by Isabella King. Breakaway layup, she scores it. And there's a timeout by Coach Bourgeois. Bedford pushing the lead to 19 here, 36-17, 4:03 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, I mentioned it the last possession down. It looks like the Panthers are not really moving much on offense. They're getting into their set, but they need a little bit more movement from each of the different players around the outside, down low, maybe get some screens for each other to get open. Or you get what you saw with that right up top. The bounce pass to Obanello was picked off by King and went down for a fast break layup.
Yeah, it seemed like Nashua South getting on their heels a little bit there offensively and allowed Bedford to close off the passing lanes. Isabella King, nice defensive play there and conversion in transition. So Bedford getting into a bit of a groove here. Again, looking to advance to the semifinals next Thursday night here in NHIAA Division I action.
And with that layup, Isabella King matches Amanda Jonas's 14 points. The two of them have 28 of the total 36 points, and certainly a strong performance on the offensive end.
Both teams sauntering back onto the court.
Ooh, sauntering.
Yes.
I like it. What, is that different from trotting? They're ready for action here, though. Back down the offensive end. Let's see what adjustments have been made. There you go. There's some offense. There's some movement.
Kylie Daw into the ball game for the first time for Nashua South. There's an adjustment. Now Covert has it and gets it to Daw, and she's fouled by Mumpini. So Nashua South looking for a little spark here, going a bit further down the bench.
But you saw it right there, right? Some screen away from the basketball. Players cutting, moving, using their teammates.
Murray drives, misses, but gets her rebound.
Ooh, a jump ball. There you go.
She tried to put it right back up, but it was a jump ball. And this time Nashua South has the possession arrow. 3:36 to go here in the third quarter. Bedford ahead by 19. Martin looking to inbound. She gets it to Covert on the block, misses. Jonas with the rebound. Here comes Morgan at the right elbow. Now she pulls it back out.
Good choice. It was a bit congested there.
She finds a lane to the left now, and she's fouled on the drive. And then McIntyre goes down late.
Awkwardly, too. Looked like her feet got taken out from under her and hit the floor pretty hard.
An awkward fall there, and she's feeling the effects of it as she stumbles slowly towards the bench here.
So get a round of applause as she evaluates that. Looks like a tough player, though, so I can imagine she'll be back here pretty soon as number 32, Ella Karavanich, will check in to take her place for a few moments.
So that was the second foul on Ariana Murray as Morgan was driving to the left there. Morgan at the line for two. She's got 4 points so far, 2 for 2 at the line. And this one is just short. Sorry about that, Allie.
I did that last night to the boys team. I think it might have been Connor Butts, but you did it tonight, so.
And the second one in and out. Isabella King with the offensive rebound. She's fouled on her putback attempt.
That's got to be King's about 8th or 9th rebound already, and second or third on the offensive end, so gives her team a chance to get some more points on the board with another trip to the stripe.
Her free throw is up and good. Isabella King now with 15 points, leading all scorers. Second free throw just long, rebounded by Daw for the Purple Panthers. Here comes Ariana Murray. Bedford playing man-to-man. Murray gets it to Daw. Now in the left corner, it's Karavanich. Bounce pass stolen by Mumpini. One-on-one in transition. She pulls up in the paint, misses, but King with the offensive rebound. She scores with her left. Isabella King with 17, and the lead is 22.
Again, a hustle play, getting down there for that offensive board. easy putback for her when she's all the way under the basket like that.
Qtr.Final dribbles right, finds an opening. Shot is blocked by Isabella King. Nice help defense there, Corey.
Certainly, backside, sunk into the lane, got that bear claw out there again and deflected it away for her second block of the game.
Marina Braga checks in for the Bulldogs, replacing Mumpini. And Nashua South gets it inbounded. Qtr.Final watched by Jonas. She dribbles to her right at the top of the key. Now it's Murray on the right wing. Long two is long. Daw with the offensive rebound. And do we have a foul here or a jump ball?
I guess they're going to call a foul on Marina Braga.
That is the call. Braga's first. And Catherine Pennick will check in for Jonas.
Yeah, good job here by Coach Gibbs, giving his starters a little bit of rest. This is the playoffs, so you don't want to overtax your workhorses, if you will, and then getting some younger players some playoff experience too.
Nashua South with a corner jumper. It was Martin who missed it. And here comes Isabella King on the far side, dribbling with her left, now through the legs. Morgan up top, surveying the floor. Marina Braga on the right wing. She dribbles into the paint. Now King to Rosenbaum in the corner. Pennick flashes up top. She gets it. Top of the key. Not this time. But King with another offensive rebound. Getting fouled at the knees. No call.
Ooh.
Offensive rebound bounces over to Braga. Morgan gets it to King on the left wing. Pennick wants it in the post. Doesn't get it. Now Rosenbaum on the right wing to Braga in the right corner. Pennick dribbles to the block. Pass out is stolen by Murray. She's got it in the left corner.
Good hand in the passing lane there by Ariana Murray.
Skip pass to Martin. Now Daw on the right wing. Guarded by Rosenbaum.
Back door by Covert was open.
Ariana Murray for three. High arcing shot misses. And Pennick with the rebound. Bedford up by 22 here with a minute to go in the third quarter. Allie Morgan working on the left wing. Coach Gibbs signaling from the sidelines as Morgan resets. She sends it to Braga on the right wing. Bounce pass to King in the post is deflected. And it's another jump ball as Murray and King go to the floor.
Yeah, tough entry pass there. Marina Braga dribbled to her right and actually made a worse angle to try to get back into Isabella King posting. And that led to that scramble.
Rosenbaum passes to Morgan. 40 seconds to go now in the third quarter. She slowly dribbles above the three-point line, top of the key. Now she drives into the paint. She's got an opening.
Ooh.
Fouled on the shot. She'll have two.
It's going to be Catherine Covert's third foul.
Covert didn't have much of a choice there but to come and help and make Allie Morgan try to earn it at the line. And she does earn the first one.
As we see Kirsten McIntyre check back into the game, that's a good sign, as she took that tough fall a little bit earlier in this quarter, as well as Ella Karavanich.
Morgan with the second. That one's also good. So Allie Morgan now has 6 points. Bedford leads at 41-17 late in the third quarter. 22 seconds on the clock. Ariana Murray gets it to Karavanich on the right wing. Bounce pass into McIntyre. Foul in the post there. It was Isabella King with the reach. Her first foul tonight.
Tough reach there. She was in bad position, tried to get a little tip in there, but Kirsten McIntyre had great position.
Ball inbounded and quickly bounced back out of bounds. It'll be Nashua South ball. Now 14.5 seconds on the clock here in the third quarter. Martin to inbound it. Lobs it to Obanello in the paint, but it's stolen by Isabella King. She pushes over half court. 2-on-1 situation. Pull up in the paint is short. And Emma Rosenbaum gets the offensive rebound and is fouled.
by Qtr.Final. Geez, I don't know. It's quiet in this gym right now, Andrew. I don't know if it's anticlimactic or what's going on here, but you think the Bedford fans would be a little more excited about this lead they have.
Well, comfortable with the 24-point lead. Pennick misses the shot. King with the offensive rebound, scores with the right hand this time, and that seals the third quarter. Another strong performance by Bedford. They lead at 43-17 after 3 quarters.
Yeah, that's certainly a double-double by now for Isabella King with all of her rebounds. She's been clearing the defensive glass, grabbing some offensive rebounds, and it's paid off in some of the garbage points down low as she has 19 points heading into the fourth quarter. I'm not sure if she'll see a lot of playing time in the fourth with this large lead.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. You mentioned wanting to keep everybody healthy as Bedford looks ahead to the semifinals next Thursday if they can finish this one off. Meanwhile, for the Bedford hockey team, that win today over Wyndham was a 5-2 final, and they're going to play BG this upcoming Wednesday at 7:30. That's at JFK Arena, and it's the semifinal. It'll be here, right here on BCTV and Bedford 105.1. Harry Kozlowski will be on the call, the voice of Bedford hockey.
We'll see. I'll have to check my schedule here. I might be able to join Harry for that game on Wednesday night. It'll be fun to see the boys back in action, and they took a loss to BG earlier in the season. It wasn't their best performance. I think it was a 4-0 loss to BG earlier in the year. And, you know, again, they can't be pleased without output as they've played some other teams a lot tougher than that. So it'll be nice, another good matchup and a rematch from an earlier season, regular season game.
Well, as we get set for fourth quarter action, it is a 26-point lead for Bedford here, 43-17. Obanello has it for Nashua South. She gets it to Murray. Murray double-teamed. Now McIntyre has it. She's double-teamed, misses from the post. Isabella King with another rebound.
It's her 37th tonight.
Ball stolen there. Nashua South has it, and then Ariana Murray called for the charge. She stole it from Pennick and then tried to charge through Pennick for the short shot, but she was called for that.
Yeah, it was kind of an easy call. She buried her shoulder into the defensive player and bowled her right over, so good defense by Braga.
Morgan walks it over half court, dribbling to her left. Marina Braga in the quarter. She gets it in the post now, and she's fouled on the floor. That one on Qtr.Final, her second. That's the 7th team foul on Nashua South here in the second half. So Marina Braga will go to the line for 1-1. Braga, the junior, yet to score tonight in limited minutes. Her free throw in and out. Obanello with the rebound. Nashua South gets it up to the right wing. Qtr.Final drives to the baseline, picks it up. Bounce pass to a cutting McIntyre. She misses.
Guess who got the rebound, Andrew?
It was Isabella King, and she might get the assist. No, it's a block. Sydney Grogan tried to score in transition. Obanello blocked it out of bounds. So Bedford will have it under the basket.
Coach Gibbs going with 3 of his substitutes right now. Again, trying to get some rest for his starters, although we see senior captain Allie Morgan still in there and Isabella King from the starting contingent.
Morgan dribbling up top, drives to her left. Another hard foul for her. Hard fall as she is fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. That was Ariana Murray with her 4th foul. Just under 7 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Morgan at the line. First shot is good. She's now 5 for 7 at the line tonight.
She looked like she was kind of hoping that one went in. Wasn't confident with that coming off of her hand. Looked good on that one, though.
That one did look a lot better. She's 6 for 8 at the stripe. She's got 8 points. Bedford now up by 28. 6:49 to go here in the fourth quarter. Nashua South pushes it quickly this time.
Oh,
and
good spin.
Spin shot in the paint, misses. Martin, the offensive rebound, misses again. Ball goes out of bounds to Bedford.
And Juliana Martin with a nice pivot back to the hoop. Found herself open, but couldn't quite convert the shot.
Now Nashua South going with a loose full court press. Bedford beats it. Pennick in the left corner, up to Grogan. Now Morgan out by half court.
They're going to take a calm and measured approach to the offensive end here as Morgan fiddles and diddles out top.
King from the left corner for three off the back iron.
Good hustle rebound.
Braga with the offensive rebound. Dish to King, she misses. And this time, Bedford can't chase down the offensive rebound. Grogan almost got there. Ariana Murray walks it up this time. Covert on the right wing, gets it back to Murray up top. Now back to Covert in the left corner for three. That one misses. Morgan with the rebound. She pushes up the left side. Dribbles behind the back. Head fake. Now she drives. Dishes it to Pennick.
Good
and
shot.
her mid-range jumper is good. Catherine Pennick with her second made jumper tonight. She's got 4. Bedford expands the lead to 30, 47-17. And there's an offensive foul on Nashua South. Juliana Martin was frustrated with that tough, close, aggressive defense of Sydney Grogan. She just pushed off with the off arm.
Yeah, fairly obvious there. Coach Bourgeois is a little upset for the Panthers, but that one was pretty plain.
So 5:22 to go now. Bedford ahead by 30 here in the fourth quarter. Pennick loses it in the paint. Murray lobs it ahead to Obanello. Now Covert on the left wing, dribbles into the paint, and she's fouled on the drive.
Might be a little bit of a makeup call there.
That was Catherine Pennick being whistled with her first. Nashua South set to inbound under the basket. Bedford going with what looks like a 2-3 zone. Now they match up. And King comes up with a steal on a pass under the basket. And now she pushes it up to Grogan. King gets it back. Now Morgan sends it to Braga on the left wing. Pennick has it now. She dribbles and dishes, but we've got another play on the floor. Grogan fell to the floor, was called for a traveling there.
Yeah, it looks like she got possession of it, but when she rolled away from the pressure, they're going to call the travel on Sydney Grogan. Again, hustle play, but it's going to go back to the Panthers.
We've been stuck on this 30-point margin here for a bit, as we're down to 4.5 minutes to go in the final quarter. Pass into the post is stolen by Braga. Morgan pushing on a 2-on-1. No look pass to Pennick. Her shot misses. She goes hard to the floor. No foul there. And Nashua South will have possession. Christina Braga checks in for Pennick. Coach Gibbs checking on her after that hard spill.
Yeah, he doesn't want one of his key reserves to injure herself as they continue the tournament.
Murray gets it to the left wing, finds Obanello up top. She sends it to the corner. It's deflected out of bounds, and thankfully a young fan there avoided getting drilled by that pass.
He looks okay. A little deflection caught the seemingly 3-year-old boy over there. He needs his dad, but he'll be okay.
Probably a big surprise there. Nashua South gets it back in bounds. Drive by Covert. Bounces about 4 times off the back iron and drops in.
Got that right, but that was a nifty move there by Covert. Fake to the left, drove hard right, and as you said, used just about every piece of the rim before that fell in.
It was Kawhi Leonard-esque, all those bounces. Not quite as much on the line, but.
Good reference, good reference.
Allie Morgan drives to her left, pull-up jumper, misses. And Nashua South with the rebound. It's Martin. 3.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer from the wing off the back iron. That was Murray. And Sydney Suazo, who's into the game, dribbles it over half court. Now Morgan picks it up. Can't get the roll on her runner. And Nashua South has it in transition. 2-on-1. Pass over to McIntyre. And she scores after an up fake. And Nashua South is going to call timeout here. That bucket gives McIntyre 9. But it's still a 26-point edge for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I'm going to look for Coach Gibbs to take out Morgan and King. But they're sitting on the bench right now, which usually represents who's going to stay in the game. 3 minutes left, 26 points. I'd like to see them out of the game, as it looks like Nashua South's going to empty their bench at this point in time.
Yeah, if they stay in, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just for one more possession, perhaps.
Run maybe 20 or 30 seconds off the clock and then make some substitutions. Okay, I can see that.
Bedford looking to close this one out, stay healthy, and advance for a matchup against most likely BG. They are the 1 seed, defending state champion. They're playing Concord, the 8 seed, in another quarterfinal matchup.
Those semifinal games will take place at Exeter, as you mentioned a couple of different times, with the winners meeting in the finals at UNH for an exciting night on a big, in a big arena there. That should be an exciting night for the state finals.
And what that all means is this is the last time we'll see these Bulldogs on this court this season. And they've been excellent on this floor. Bedford gets it back in. Nashua South going with another soft full court press. Allie Morgan uses the pick by Christina Braga. Back out to King for 3, and it's good.
Why not?
Coach Gibbs got what he wanted. A successful after timeout play again, as Isabella King now has 22 to lead all scorers.
For Nashua South, we see Kylie Daw on the floor, along with Camille Michon, Vanessa Reeder, Elizabeth DeRusha, and who am I missing? Number 22, Bailey Carroll.
Nice hand from the Bedford faithful as Allie Morgan and Isabella King check out. This will be the last time for Allie Morgan to play on this court.
Isabella King's younger sister, Olivia, who's also a freshman, has checked in, number 20.
Grogan with the jumper. She's short. And it's a jump ball on the rebound. Grogan to inbound it for Bedford. 2:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. Bedford comfortably ahead, 50-21. Pass is into Suazo. Now she hands it to Marina Braga. Christina Braga back to Marina. Pump fake, drives left. Shot blocked there. Nice double team by Nashua South. Michon comes up with it. Gets it to Kylie Daw. Now it's in the left corner with Reeder. She spins into the paint.
There you go. Oh.
Misses off the glass. Grogan with the rebound. 1:45 to go now. Grogan fends off the double team. Sydney Suazo now.
Who's going to look to shoot here? You're going to need an offensive spark somewhere. So Sydney Suazo. Oh, well, I thought she might drive and take a jumper from the key or from the foul line there, but so some younger and less experienced players in for the Bulldogs. Who's going to have the courage to pull the trigger here?
We're soon to find out. It's Marina Braga in the right corner, and she drives and shoots. Misses off the front iron, and then she's called for the foul as she tried to steal it away from Karavanic. That's Marina's second foul tonight. 1:17 to go here. Bulldogs on the verge of advancing to the semifinals. Nashua South working the offense. They get it to the left corner. Three-point attempt there from Darusha is long. Offensive rebound and putback goes to Bailey Carroll.
That's great hustle play by Camille Michon, tipping the ball back in.
Sydney Suazo takes a three, misses off the front iron. Michon with another rebound. Grogan tips it away. Now she pushes it across half court. 35 seconds to go. King into Christina Braga. Now they get it to Marina on the far side. Now there's a drive by Grogan. Her layup attempt is off the mark. 20 seconds to go now as Nashua South passes the timeline. Drive and spin from Kapopoulos. And she misses a short one. Offensive rebound and putback, that time by Vanessa Reeder. And that'll be the final scoring for tonight. Bedford finishes off a 50-25 quarterfinal victory in a very impressive performance.
Solid play all around. They got the offensive sparks they needed from Isabella King and Amanda Jonas early. Isabella King finishing with 22, but they have to be particularly pleased on the defensive end, holding the Panthers to only 25 and 4 of those coming in garbage time in the last minute and a half there.
Let's go through the scoring. You mentioned it, Isabella King leading all scorers with 22, including 2 3-pointers. Amanda Jonas was next with 14, as she hit 2 threes in an outstanding first half. Allie Morgan added 8. Catherine Pennick had 4, and Sofia Mampini with 2. Over on the Nashua South side, it was Kirsten McIntyre with 9, Obanello with 4, Covert with 2, Ariana Murray with 3, Juliana Martin with 3, Bailey Carroll with 2, and Vanessa Reeder with 2. So Corey, it's what we've been waiting for. Bedford likely to face BG in the semifinals next Thursday night, team that won the state championship last year. And it's going to be a tough test for the Bulldogs, but they're going to be going into that game with a lot of momentum.
You're absolutely right. 2 strong wins, early round playoffs. So if they get by BG, they're going to have a strong shot at the state title. But next week's really going to be the true test for them.
Absolutely. Good season,
Great
Coach.
job, Coach. Absolutely.
That was Coach Bourgeois of Nashua South. And we do thank our viewers and listeners who joined us on Nashua ETV 99. A lot of class there from Coach Bourgeois and a very impressive effort by his team tonight. They, of course, were dealing without the play of Maya Ryu, who led the team in scoring the first time Nashua South came to Bedford. So tough task there for Nashua South, but they put up a valiant effort. And that should wrap up coverage for us tonight. Be sure to join us next Wednesday night for hockey at 7:30. And then we'll have the Bedford girls semifinal game on Thursday night. Check back for updates on what time that tip-off will be, either 6 or 8 o'clock. And we want to thank the rest of the broadcast crew here tonight. Bill Jennings, Colleen Richardson, and Harry Kozlowski. For my broadcast partner, Corey Munster-Tiger, I'm Andrew Hansen. Thank you for joining us on BCTV and Bedford 105.1.